whether in arena ball or in a Rams uniform winning a Super Bowl or with the Cardinals playing in another. Donaldson gets it up to midfield for Fresno State. Josh Davis, the offensive coordinator, said, just being around Warner, I've learned a lot about football. And Davis, who is a mad scientist of play calling, starting at the NAIA level as the sun goes down. Arsenault is in the backfield. And he carries it ahead. The senior out of Los Angeles, stopped by Dak Brinkley.
I mean, that's as clear as it gets, huh?
Yeah. But it turns over on downs. Fresno State has the football, and Donaldson is stopped. Scott Alexander is in midseason form with our content tonight. And wrapped up immediately is Gilliam by Trey Lathan.
Stevens looking to throw. He's being pressured. He's going to run. Well, it slides down just across the 30-yard line. So picks up about a yard, but it's going to be 4th and 5. Motion man is Damian Maisel. Handoff. Kamau immediately wrapped up and slung down. Trey Lathan.
It'd be nice for him to start at home too, right? Start conference at home.
Definitely so. That's Richard Perkins, the freshman. Our first look at Jordan Barton. Barton's going to hand off, and not much there for Arad as Trey Lathan.
And how about that? They had Cam Vaughn lined up in the backfield on that play. Dangerous wide receiver, and here the tempo again.
Second consecutive carry. This time it's Clay Ash, who you talked about it there. At least to start this drive, they don't have Ty Edwards. He was a game-time decision after a 3-touchdown game last week against Pitt.
Making a lot of plays. Redshirt junior. He's so physical on that back end.
Caught out of the backfield. Bowers spins away. It's enough to pick up a first down as he tiptoes that sideline all the way down near midfield.
So they got a standing ovation for a 10-yard game early in his career there.
Markio under pressure, and he's dropped. Trey Lathan with the sack for Kansas.
Well, this can't happen. Of course, Trey Lathan, who had been at West Virginia, you get him lined up like that, and they have what's called a squeeze call on the run. Wide receiver sees it one way and doesn't make the adjustment that the quarterback is expecting. Ball ends up just landing on air.
Over the middle, it's intercepted. Trey Lathan, the former West Virginia Mountaineer, with an interception off his former quarterback.
Nico Markio does. Watch his eyes at the start here. And Lathan's going to be reading those eyes the whole way. Baiting. He knows exactly what's coming. Makes the pick and almost gets it back for 6 against his former team. Can see the interception, and Lathan
sends it back to the QB. Only needs a yard and moves the chains up to the 40. Little Kentucky native. Back to the ground game. Good lane. Nice removal up front as they cave in that left side, paving the way for Walker to rush for 11. Sorsby in Cincinnati against a 4-man rush. Knocked off his spots. Able to hit the crosser, but now the clock becomes a factor.
And you see Sorsby trying to get them to line to get up and just spike this.
Front empty. Sorsby gets antsy and takes off. Crosses midfield, and then at the 48 of Kansas, he's dragged down by Trey Lathan, who last week faced his former team. Got a pick. Bearcats still behind the sticks. 2nd down and long. Sorsby hit as he throws. Distributes out to Caldwell. Did a nice job to make the first man miss. He has Cincinnati in 3rd and 1 with Sorsby out of the pocket. They'll run it here. Tawi Walker to the 5 and to the 2.
Gonna have to manage that run game.
Jackson clean pocket and a strike to Speedy Dwayne Thomas Jr. They call him the Manu Ginobili of the UCF offense. Inaccuracy from their quarterbacks, never once mentioned arms. It was all feet. Speaking of feet, the fleet feet of Miles Montgomery, turning the corner, hitting the Jets inside the 40-yard line.
And they've accomplished that for the first 3 drives.
Pressure in the face. Ball is out. Kansas has it and nearly a scoop and score. Trey Lathan picked it up by Jalen Dye.
Here, see the blitz from the second level, third level. And a direct shot right at the quarterback. And you see him go to grab it right as soon as he's hit.
With his first action since the season opener when he was lost. Here's Damerkamp to the 40. Nixon and Montgomery into the backfield. Nixon with the carry. And Kansas refuses to bend with the run defense. Fancher keeps and is rocked by Trey Lathan with Fancher in the backfield with Miles Montgomery. Fancher will keep. He's going to be short. Kansas holds on 4th down. The much maligned Jayhawks defense with the stop of the night and potentially the season.
An extra blocker for your quarterback. And Kansas defense continues to show up. As they take a review on this, we'll get some more angles to see, does the ball cross? And we'll get some looks for you and then get an answer.
In the first half. Fancher in the pocket, delivering a strike to Carl Jenkins, the freshman, finding the perfect time for his first career catch.
Wide receivers are extremely talented for Texas Tech.
He won a conference title at Miami, Ohio, as Morton checks it down, taking the easy way home to Carter that time.
It is, because these tight ends are not just good run blockers, but they're elite pass catchers as well.
Dickey on the run. They said, you throw the ball. We'll block. Thanks, though. Dickey on the run. Again, putting the head down and rambling inside the 5. There is a marker in back at the 9.
Same exact play, and this time they moved the chains with it instead of scoring the touchdown.
Big dash here, gain of 9 that time. Lathan with the stop, but Cam Dickey as a marker is in, so we'll check the marker here.
That's best for the quarterback. That's in.
Turn to the run game as well. Jacoby Williams, their opening play from scrimmage was a 71-yard touchdown run for Cam Dickey. There, Lathan the tackle on Williams.
Brown behind center with a lead blocker in Jackson. Oh, he throws another big hit. Remember, Joe Jackson helped lead the way for Avery Johnson's 2-yard rushing touchdown. Now escorting Jace Brown. First down in plus territory. That run shut down, a sure tackle made by Trey Lathan. Avery Johnson 4 of 6 so far. Sets the laces and whistles one. Complete. Jerron Tibbs turning down the hash marks for a new set of downs at the 28.
And I think it might be the deepest year ever for Big 12 basketball on the men's side.
If his exhibition performance against Louisville was any indication, the hype is real.
That held the backside of that defense and allowed the easy run for first.
They stick with it. All right, what's this note that you slipped me? You want to talk about the improvement of the Kansas State offensive line? What a surprise, Mike.
I thought you'd never ask, JB, and it's led by 2 extremely veteran players.
A big third and very short here for Oklahoma State. They're going to have the first down and a couple of yards more as Rodney Fields.
Gavin Freeman on a comeback route to get it to 3rd and short.
Another 3rd and short, and the obvious play call is give it to the big man. He barrels through. Ball comes out late, but whistle's already blown. A little issue with the snap, but sees some room. Does a lateral. And Fields is quickly hit right at the 30 there. First by Trey Lathan.
Hands of Trey Lathan for an explosive play.
Of 33 yards. A quick strike here to Grayson Brousseau, the tight end. Quickly to the line again. They still have that timeout, a minute 20 to go. So they've got time. And Freeman here's going to step out of bounds, maybe a little short of the marker. Flores, play action. The safety valve is there out of the backfield, and Fields is able to fight his way up towards the 40.
6'4", 7 touchdowns on 12 touches this year for Spivey. That's Monty on the ground. I mean, how good has Trey Spivey been with on the road at the Horn? Second down and short, and Fafita with his legs with a huge running lead in the plus territory inside the 40, 15 yards. Top the leaderboards here in Arizona history for career touchdown throws. Monty straight up the middle, physical run for 2.
Yeah, but a physical tackle. Glad to see.
Joe Fafita back to work. His Wildcats down by 3. Hendrick Ricino lowers the shoulder at Trey Lathan. Now, it's been worth noting here for the Arizona offensive line in a significant way. You have second down and 10. Plenty of time to work with. And Quincy Craig on the ground past the 40 with a 4-yard pickup. Kendrick Ricino in the game. That's who gets it. And Ricino stayed on his feet. Not marked down. Plenty for a first down for Kendrick Ricino.
Abu Sama is the running back in now as Carson Hansen goes out of the game after picking up the first down. It's a direct snap to him. He keeps the football and surges across the 30 to pick up 4. Becht is a perfect 3 for 3 to open the day. It's the 11th play of the drive. Hansen hopping through that defense. He's across the 10 before Trey Lathan, Kansas's leading tackler, makes the stop.
Way too many guys out of gaps on that first drive.
Becht has protection, takes the check down near the 40. It's a first down. Carson Hansen shows us again he can be involved in a variety of ways. This is the #1 team in the Big 12 in 3rd and fewest yards to go on average this season. Hansen out of the backfield in the pass game, tiptoeing the sideline for a first down.
He just always wants the football.
He gets it one more time, charges down near the 30 to bring up 3rd and short. And
he was definitely injured and off the field, not putting a lot of weight on that right leg.
So he checks out of the game. Rocco Becht trying to escape pressure, and he is dropped in the backfield by Trey Lathan. Second down, it's a handoff to Abu Sama. Charging down to the 22. He makes it 3rd and short. It's Trey Lathan who's in on his second play of this drive. 8 for 13. Trying to keep the drive alive. It's a handoff to Sama, stretching right side, and it's Trey Lathan that runs him out of bounds.
His second of the season.
Kansas had the football in the red zone, trying to bring it down to a 2-score game, but instead,
Mark has had a bunch of 100-yard games, 4 straight 100-yard games.
Parker down the sideline, rips off another big run. Give him about 14 on the play. The give is to Bray. He's been an explosive player, 7 yards a pop. Second down and long. There's Lander Barton. He's a captain. He's a linebacker. He's one of the heart and soul players.
That's it. Take a risk after a takeaway. Big men wearing number 0. I love that. There's a couple of other ones in there. Oh, nice run here.
Oh, hold on a second. Kansas ripped it away. And it's Jayhawk football.
Plus yardage territory and a big turnover. You go up top. But Lathan is in there. You see him, number 4, and he's fighting to get the ball out.
Let's bring in Jerry McGinn, our rules analyst. Jerry, what do you see?
So first of all, I was surprised that the on-field officials